Happy beautiful day, beautiful. Sorry guys, I didn't even realize like my finger was like right there. Anyway, hang on. I've been doing the last few videos while sitting on my couch, so my tripod is adjusted to the height of my couch. Anyway, happy beautiful Tuesday, Monday, beautiful people. Welcome to day 114 of posting every single day on YouTube. Listen, I feel like this is one of the weeks where you're getting like super short videos, and I just took my bonnet out, and I'm looking at my hair, and I'm like, I'm so sad. Like my hair has grown a lot. I'm happy about that, but at the same time that means in about like I should be due for a new hairstyle. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to do cornrows, but okay. So just a little bit of a story time before we get into the video, okay? So when I did this hair, I wasn't sure about like every single time I change my hair, I'm thinking about my forehead. Like I think I've shared that with you guys. If it's the first time you're wondering what's wrong with this trick, welcome and join the train. And so I was still deciding whether I like this hair or not. And so I did it on a Monday, and I was on a call with my friend Chloe on Tuesday. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have something to show. And I take off my bonnet, and my hair falls out. She's like, wow, it's so beautiful. I love the curls at the end. It's very feminine of you. And I'm like, so like, yeah, it makes you look very feminine. Like this hair is a lot softer. I was like, oh, I like the cornrows. She's like, I love the cornrows. And that was also like a very different vibe. And this is now another vibe. And I was like, okay. And I remember going to studio on Wednesday, and I was still debating whether I liked the hair. I think around Thursday when I got like the bottom fixed again, that was the time that I was like, I think I like it. I like she. I used to see so many creators that I follow. Well, just Glow, okay. I know I talk about Glow Atanmo a lot, like a fan girl. And I think like a year ago or something, she did this video where she was like, when you're like different women, every time you have like a different hairstyle. And she had like 20 of them. And I was like, I've had like the same hairstyle for like the last 4 years, the short dyed hair, gray, and that was it. I tried a pink, but then I went back to gray, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And now this is my third hairstyle. Hairstyle one and two are kind of similar, just the back was different. So this is officially the second one, but like the third. And now I'm like, I was gonna keep it for 3 weeks. I was like, a month is too much. At the same time, I think I'm actually gonna push it to a month, just because I love how it is. I love how it feels. I love how I've been able to do an updo sometimes when I'm getting my makeup done. I just kind of like wrap it in a messy bun. I have, and it's so light. Like this is so much lighter. It's like the first style I did. So the first style I did was just like, lemonade. They call lemonade cornrows, or just like. Like everywhere, right? And then the second one was like cornrows and then braids at the back. But those braids were so damn heavy. Every time I was walking, I was like, it's like this. And so, hello, my lady. Come on over here. Sasa Bariako. Hi. I thought you went outside to smell some people's shoes. You're back. So yeah, I was like, that was a lot heavier than I wanted it to be. So doing this was like, and obviously, if you know me, you know I don't keep open hair at all. I'm allergic to open hair. I take out my braids, I get my hair washed, and other braids done. Like, that's how we're growing this hair. I can see a lot of growth in my hair. Like, you guys can see somewhere here. Yeah. And I started around here about 2 months ago, maybe two and a half, in June. Anyway, in August. So yeah, 2 months ago. So anyway, I'm feeling very happy about my hair, and I think that just came up because I like took off my bonnet. But yeah, my phone is at 9% right now. So today you're getting like a super short video. I feel like this week it has been one of those weeks, my friends, where I don't want to say my creativity all has been running dry, but my energy has been very, it's been dealing with stuff. Let's call it that. And so my videos have been either very short or like my mind's all over the place this week. But then I remember last week my videos were like very long and like very deep and very fun. I'm like, I really had fun filming those ones. But then I was thinking to myself, what if this journey was like every single video was like well executed, perfectly done, very well edited and neat and pop and awesome? I think that would have set me up to an unrealistic standard for myself. So this morning, around 5 in the morning, it's around midnight in Kenya. I was having a call with my brother, and he was like, "So, have you decided? Are you gonna have a niche? What's the goal, etc., etc." And we had this loving back and forth. And he was like, when did I tell you to start a YouTube channel? Like, I invited you to do it like years ago. I knew you could do it. It took you up to 2026 to do it, but it was just from a place of love, right? Of course, my big brother, one of them, anyway, my amazing brother was saying that to me this morning. And I was trying to explain to him, these videos, they are so therapeutic to me. The fact that I barely edit them, and the fact that I just do them based on the kind of day I had. I have been creating consistently since around 2020, maybe 2019, a bit like an amateur, but like 2020 a bit seriously. And throughout this journey, every single time when I share something, what can I say? Yeah, every single time when I share something, um, I have like all Instagram, WeChat, a lot of Instagram and WeChat channels throughout the years. I would create like a strategy. On Mondays, I'm going to talk about this. On Tuesdays, I'm going to talk about this. I'd never stick to it. Like, I would stick to it for like a week, 2 weeks, and then I'd stop creating for like 3 months because that felt like really putting me inside, like, you know. And then when I did it like in a very, like, I did this garbage post challenge in 2023, November, December-ish. Oh my goodness. How liberating. My friend Claudia told me about it. It was by her coach, Simone Graysall, amazing, amazing coach. And she just talks about post garbage, like just open your gallery, post the first thing you see and do that. Post 100, like 100 thingies in 30 days. So it's like 3 posts a day, and maybe one of the days do 4 posts, and that's it. So I remember like doing it, and it was so liberating. It was so fun. It was like I got so creative in the midst of creating. It just became this thing that I just do it for fun in a way that brought me incredible joy. Like, I was so, so joyful. And I remember just wanting to keep going. But then after the 30 days, I was like, oh, the challenge is done. And I do very well with challenges, by the way. Like 75 hard, I will do it. And I did it twice in 2024. Then if it's not a challenge, then sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. If you like me, raise your hand. I can see you. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not alone. And I forgot what I was saying. I'm looking at my nose and it looks like I have highlighter. This is very weird. Anywho, um, yeah, where was I going with this? Anyway, I forgot where I was going with this. That's okay. All I'm saying is these videos have been very fun for me to do. And doing the garbage post challenge kind of opens me to this way of creating where just post whatever comes up. Before you like get so niched that you take the joy out of it, just have fun. Like, why do you create? And then this is the conversation I was having with myself earlier. So today, after my studio time, I went to meet with my suit supplier. I had some suits for a VIP client to exchange. And then we were just having a conversation like, why do you do this? When did you like get into fashion? Why did you get into it? And in that moment, I didn't remember, something happened, and I just started editing videos that I took in June that I hadn't edited yet. One video led to 3 more videos, and then eventually like 5 more videos. And then I started looking around. I'm like, oh, I need to film this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, what do I need? I don't have my tripod, or that, like, obviously when you're filming, you need like the right bra, the like undergarments, whatever. And I was like, I'm dressed wrongly for that today, but I'll come on Wednesday so we can film all these new arrivals, right? And it's like suddenly doing one creative thing allowed creativity to flow out of me. And I remember something Lisa said during the weekend that we had, um, Extraordinary You, where she said, create more than you consume. The weeks that I'm consuming a lot, my creativity is this much, this much. So when I'm posting, like when I'm just watching Yellowstone and just binging on a series, sometimes I need it, but I realize when I just watch like a random movie with like very high end creativity, like not creativity, but like a high end budget, like in a very bougie place, I dream when I'm doing that. But if I'm watching like a whole show, like binge, like The Night Agent, you guys know I love talking about my favorite shows, The Night Agent, Nikita, The Last Ship, all of these series that, when the new season of The Night Agent dropped, it's 10 episodes, and I watched them all. I pulled an all-nighter. It was amazing. All of these things, right? And I remember it was, oh my gosh, The Night Agents came up when just before I went to Kenya, I think. So the Chinese holiday off. So I think I binge watched like season 1 and season 2 together. I rewatched them, and I had so much fun. But when I'm consuming that much, I can barely create anything. Like anytime I stare at my phone or my phone camera or my laptop. I'm trying to think of something to come up with, and I cannot create anything. Like, I'm really struggling to put something together. But every time I create fast and then consume later, oh my goodness, very juicy stuff. Now, leave alone binge watching, but every time I go on like YouTube or Instagram and I just don't scroll, which is why ever since I've been posting on Instagram every day, I barely don't scroll my phone. I'm on my phone to respond to messages, to call my mom, call my family, and then do a video, post it, and that's it. And every time I get the video off my phone to my laptop, that's it. And sometimes I catch myself doom scrolling. I think this last month I've done it for like 3 hours max. If I put all that time together, maybe more. But anytime I find myself just doom scrolling, sometimes it's when I wake up in the morning and I'm not going to studio, and it's a Tuesday, and I have my call with Claudia, and then I just sit down, and before I know it, I've been scrolling my phone for an hour, maybe two. But when I catch myself, I realize just how drained, like, I was here when I started, I was here by the time I caught myself. And so I'm much more aware of it. And I'm not saying this to shame anybody, I'm just sharing my own creative process where when I'm doom scrolling or when I'm just like watching people's content on Instagram, sometimes I find myself comparing my journey to theirs or even YouTube. But somehow when I press like record, I'm like, I'm the star of the show. Okay, that was very cringe to say. But anyway, anytime I just press record, it doesn't matter. Like anything that flows through me, I just let it out on camera and I let it go. And so in the grand scheme of things, I'm realizing that maybe it is true. The more you create, the more creativity will keep flowing through you. I think I heard Glow Atanmo. Obviously, you guys know Q to Glow. I had Glow say this in one of her videos recently. Like, creativity is like ideas that are floating through the air. And if you're receptive and obedient, then it comes to you and then through you for everybody else who's going to consume it. But if you're not, the idea is just going to float to somebody else, and it's just going to, go that way. And she also said something very important, that the reward, I'm paraphrasing this, the reward for creating is just creative expression. The payment, the making money, the subscribers, all that, that's a bonus. But if you're creating just for that, then you might as well just not do it. At least in my own journey, how I see it, if I'm doing this where I end up getting a niche and over optimizing my YouTube just so that I can get more subscribers and make a lot of money, then I'd rather just stop today and say, well, it's been 113 days or 114 days. It's been a ride, and see you guys in the next challenge or something. But as long as I'm doing it because it brings me joy or fills me up, and some days I just feel like shit, I don't want to make a video today, but I don't feel pretty enough to make a video today. And that's a very real moment. And I think that's why, like, if you watch the 113th video, yesterday's video, I started the video by saying, I don't know what to say. And I don't feel like making a video, but I did it anyway. And maybe that's the whole point. Maybe creativity begets creativity. Maybe when you create more than you're consuming, perhaps creativity flows a lot more through you. I don't know. Maybe. All right, guys. That was a really fun to dissect. I have been in a very deep headspace since I got home around 3 p.m. It's around 6 p.m. right now. I just want to create. I just want to put things together, which is why I have like journal number one and business journal number one and a life journal number, just a lot going on here, and a lot of pen and papers, and oh my, all these sticky notes. It's all happening, my ladies. It is all happening at once. I have a really beautiful brain which thinks about 700 things at the same time. I wonder if I'm a genius or it's just a monkey mind. Oh man, this is so fun. I hope you guys are well. And I hope I inspire you to keep showing up and to keep being okay with where you are, no matter what is going on in your life. Being okay with expressing your journey, knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's one thing I appreciate the most about this space on YouTube, where just show up as you are. Nothing too curated, nothing perfect. And yeah, I like this format that I'm doing. Sometimes I'm like, my video has got 2 views, and none of them is mine. Sometimes it's not mine, but I'm okay with it. I really am. And sometimes I'm not, but most of the days I am, and today I am. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. As always, I see you. I believe in you. I really do. I don't say that, guys. I talk a lot. I do. TEDx Phoebe. I talk a lot. So every time I say I see you and I believe in you, it's not for lack of words. It's because I do. I don't know you, but if you're here, I believe in you and I'm sending you good vibes, all my love as well. And if it's your first time here, ooh, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name is Phoebe and I post videos on YouTube every single day. I can't believe I've been saying that from day one. Day one, I had the audacity to say that I post videos on YouTube every day, except it was day one. And I'm glad I said that because it came to fruition day 114 today. And by the time we get to day 120, it's going to be 4 months of posting every day on YouTube. So yeah, I like it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, Bella. Did I say hit that subscribe button if you haven't already? And I've been posting every day for the last 114 days, except for day 9. You guys, I gotta go. Ciao, Bella. See you tomorrow on the next one. Mwah.